Hey YouTube, it's Miss Chalk Diva 80 back with another video, and today we're gonna talk about hair. I love hair, makeup, clothes, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. I love all that stuff, right? But I am on my loc journey, and it is 2 years and a month and a half, or going on 2 months. Am I right? No, I'm not right. Okay, so I did it June 26, 2018. 2 years and let's say 2 months, okay? Because right now my mind is not working, you know, for calculations. So Pia. Anyway, so I did it, you know, I get my locks done. I'm sorry, if you think you're gonna see a video where I'm doing my hair, that's not gonna be anytime soon. Maybe when my hair gets more length, you know, because I watched a lot of videos this weekend of other loc girls, other fellow loc girls who did like how they wrap their locks all the time. Her name is Denise Francis. She lives, I think, in Georgia. She's a cool chick, cute, chocolate, just like me, my girl. She's very creative with her hairstyles too, and I think she has like either right below bra strap or maybe a little bit longer length of locks. Now most of the videos I did see from her were like a couple of years ago, so I don't remember checking to see if there was anything recent. I don't remember seeing anything recent, but she's a cool girl to check out on YouTube. There was another one. I'll put everything in the description box. I think she's a New York girl. She too has super long locks, and the one thing that caught my eye that these young girls were doing was either the locks with the knots, where you can get really nice spiral curls, so they were like lock knots, and the way they did them. One, Denise Francis, I think she did that. She also did with the pipe cleaners. She did this hot style with the pipe cleaners. What else did she do? It was just a lot, guys, and I'm so sorry that I'm like having a blonde moment. No offense to blondes, because I'm a girl that likes to have fun like blondes, but I am having a blonde moment. That's not hard for Pia either. So Pia, so anyhow, they had really cool creative ways of how they will wear their hair. So today I've wore these knots, for God's sakes. I've wore these twists. Some people call them ropes, but I call them twists. It's maybe 3-4 weeks at this point, and usually I don't even let them sit in this long, guys. Like, never ever. I'm like, by the next day after getting my hair done by my loctician, I'm taking it out because I want to see the curls and the body, and then when it's this time, 4 weeks later, it's puff because it's summer. And the one thing I've noticed is that my hair sucks in the humidity and moisture like it ain't nothing, and it just gets puffy, you know. And there's nothing wrong loving your frizz, but I like my roots to be somewhat on point. Like right here is so acceptable to me, my roots, because the part where she twists, they're still tight, you know. Even though there's frizz there, it's tight. So I have kept it this way because I figured, listen, as long as we're in the summer, as long as we're in this humidity, I want this hairstyle to last, all right? Because I don't know if anybody has spoken about it, because I'd never heard about it until I started to get my hair done, that having locks is an expensive thing to beauty. All right, it's expensive to have locks. It is no joke. And if you go Sister Locs, which I really wanted to go, you know what, I think I'm going too far. Maybe I should tell you how I got here. I don't want it to be a long video. I know you guys attention span just like mine, 10-15 minutes, right? And I've been throwing out 20-minute videos, and I'll be so mad at myself, because I'm like, oh goodness, I hope the people who I attract have the patience just to deal with me for a few minutes. But real quick, I was a girl who was always about hair, weave, wig, all my life, just, you know. And you know, the one thing I always felt, that as long as your hair, which black women consider is our crowns, is on fleek, everything else will fall into place, right? So, and that doesn't mean you just wake up with crust in your eyes and have your eyelashes hanging off and you just go on with the wind because your hair is looking the bomb. No, put some effort into your appearance, okay? Even if it's a little bit of effort, just do something, okay? So, with that being said, guys, and I'm getting lost in my thoughts, so I'm so sorry, because I have so much I want to say. So, okay, I've always been about hair. I would be, well, we didn't have Google and YouTube when we were growing up. But I would be in the magazines, I would be watching those videos. Oh, BET and MTV, VH1, a lot of those shows, sometimes they had shows to show how people were getting their hair done, you know? So we would be tuned in. And if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. But I just know I used to pay very, very attentive to people getting their hair done, even when I was at the hair shop. During high school, I was going to school I was doing, what's the word I'm thinking of? Pre-college courses for nursing, you know what I'm saying? And my high school friend was going to school for cosmetology, and she used to use me and a couple of other people to do hair just so that she could practice on it and everything else. But I would pay so attention to everything she did, how she would put makeup on us, everything. Like, I'm like making notes in my head and everything else. So I've always been that chick. Like, if I ever was put in a bind, trust and believe I'm gonna do it. Like, if I'm in a situation where I have nobody else to turn to, and hey, look what happened, guys. We all had to go through this pandemic. Now, the only thing that saves some of us is that the ones who are a little bit older, you know, I'll say 35 and up, you know, we could handle this a little bit better, because we lived the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, you know, where everything wasn't so high tech, you know. So with that all being said, guys, and I'm like watching the clock, I'm timing myself, and I'm like huffing and puffing trying to get my message out. So anyway, a lot of us had to revert back to how to perm. If you're still perming your hair and you are not natural, color our hair, because we could not go to the hair salons, right? And cut our hair if you think you had a good eye for it. Yeah. And a lot of us had to revert back to old school stuff, right? So anyway, the good thing is this, which I am so proud of. I'm glad I made the decision to turn locks. Now, the reason why I even turned locks, I flirted with this idea for like 2 years. So from 2016 to 2018, I flirted with it. And then I did some impromptu stuff. I took my micro braids out on a Thursday, washed my hair, and gelled it down as much as I could, because the new growth was no joke. It was a jungle in my hair, right? And so I'm at work on my lunch break the next day, which was Friday, and I'm talking to this, I'm looking for locticians, you know, can somebody start my locks? I just need something done, impromptu, Saturday morning, I'm there, how much, whatever, right? So impromptu, not even researched. I really did my research within those 24 and a half to 48 hours, okay? And here, 2 years, I'm flirting with the idea, looking at pictures like, oh yeah, but I didn't look up to see how much it would really cost me to keep maintenance up. I didn't look up to see, I did not do my thorough, my thorough research. I just jumped in it. And really, I like to be prepared before I jump into something, right? Kind of, sort of, ish. So anyway, I figured, well, it's hair. How much do I need to learn? Just do it, right? So I went and did it. And the girl who did my hair, she was keeping it real with me. She said, listen, because she had spoken to me the day before and knew how I just decided out of the blue, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I got all this new growth, so why not, right? She said, listen, I'm gonna look at your hair. I'm gonna see, you know, how much is still processed versus new growth, and I want you to be prepared that whatever you're thinking, how it's going to turn out when I get done, it's not the way it's going to turn out. In other words, your face is going to be more exposed. My earring, I just pulled my earring out. Your face is going to be more exposed, and you know, you got to really mentally prepare you. Like she was doing she was doing whatever she can to mentally prepare me. So I'm sitting in the chair, I get my hair washed, I'm sitting in the chair, I told her I want the diamond style, whatever. Okay, she's combing them and everything else. And I'm feeling myself, right? And everybody, we're talking in the shop, and I leave and I pay. When I walked outside and the sun hit me, I felt wind. I felt wind in places that normally I never feel wind, because hair is there, weave is there, micro braids are there. And I was like, holy crapolas, let me get in the car. So I get in the car and I look in that rear view mirror, and something about that rear view mirror, guys, tells you a truth that you don't even want to know about, right? I looked in that rear view mirror and I had, as I've always been told, how much as a little girl I look like a Cabbage Patch doll. Well, let me tell you something. Those cheeks, these cheeks right here that I had not seen, let me pull my hair back. It was like this, guys. I hope I can grab all of my hair. It was like this, okay? And I was like, ooh, I haven't seen that Pia in a long time. And my hair is glycerin and it's looking good, and it's like this it's this long from my face compared to this, right? And then it's like little, you know, and I'm like, whew. I go home that night, I'm taking pictures, and I'm, you know, bigging myself up like, I did it, guys. You know, like, I did it. And they're like, you look good, Pia, good for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, right? Whew. And then Sunday comes, right? Whole realization came in. I work with white people. They're used to seeing me another way at my job. How are they going to accept me? Am I going to be questioned? Am I going to be discouraged? Are they going to make me change my hair? You know, like, a lot of thoughts came in my head, guys. But something said, you know, the one thing I appreciate was my mother and my sister. They were like, we got bows, you could put bows, headbands, you could dress it up. Yeah, we could do all that. I still gotta go live through this. I go into work that Monday morning, and I got some, oh, you did something different. I got some, no comments at all. I got some, why'd you do it? You know, like, honey. And I'm telling you, if you want to know what being black in America is, that was a culture shock to me. because I'm always used to hearing someone saying, "You look great, love the hair as usual, go Pia." But it was a lot of different So I went home that night and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I started doing some more research about locks and, you know, what to expect and how, what stage you going through and what to expect in those different stages and everything else. And that right there told me, Pia, just stick it out, do it. Do something different, you know? So it was an interesting experience to go through. You know, going back to the day I went, the first day I worked, my boss, the doctor I work for, he didn't say nothing to me. He didn't really look my way or anything else. And he's always like, let's see what you did with your hair. He didn't do none of that. He didn't know how to accept Pia like this. Took him a minute. Then his partner, business to the office, comes in and he's like, it looks great, I like it. Now that told me right there, they done had a conversation about it already. For him to come right in like, I love the hair and everything else, because it was all BS. I ain't stupid. But but you know what, he was smart for doing that, because it just told me, I back you. Like, it told me like he acknowledged it, whether he liked it or not, and he lied in my face. It kind of made me say, Pia, do it. Just, it's your hair. It's not unprofessional looking. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my thoughts of coming into locks came in, and I think it's the best idea I ever made. It's the best investment too. But like I mentioned to y'all earlier, I'm not gonna be doing too much like, hey, I mean, now the only thing I might do is take out these twists and take pictures and post it to this video so y'all can see how I look without the ropes. But other than that, I'm a girl that goes to a loctician. I was trying to explain earlier, and I think I had lost my thought there, that I learned how to do hair a lot. Do I know how to retwist my locks? Yeah, I do. Do I want mine to look professional? Yes. So therefore, I'm gonna go get me a professional, and I'm gonna pay the money for it too. But you know, as much as I am into hair, learning to do hair, I owe it to myself to treat myself, just to go and get my hair done. Do you know what I'm saying? And get it done professionally, because I wanted to grow and be nurtured and look a certain kind of way and get trained correctly as I continue my journey. So that's basically it, guys. It is 18 minutes and 17 seconds and 18, 19, 20, counting. I tried, guys. I'm so sorry I got motor mouth. But I have good stories, okay? My stories, I told you I have a very interesting life. And I got stories, I do. And they are entertaining. As long as I'm the storyteller, okay? You're gonna get entertainment. You're gonna smile. You're gonna get a kick out of yourself. You're gonna say, yes, this made my day, okay? So please, subscribe if you want to continue to be entertained by me. Hit the bell. I have a variety of things to talk about. I know I say my Miss Chalk Diva 80 says vlogs and fashion and beauty and clothes and everything else, but there's so much more to me than that. That's just a little taste. That's just a little, oh, let me see if I can hook them a little bit. Hook them on that hook. It's been a pleasure, guys. Till next time. Maybe sooner than later. Take care. Be safe.